It's not going to be easy. It's going to be fucking.
Yo, 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 yo. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. What's going on, chat? How's everybody living? Say what's up in the chat, like the stream. You guys know the deal. Good morning, guys. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you guys had a good weekend. What's up, MT? Good morning, Drop Shop Track. Push Nika, Amine, XD, Nika, good morning. Happy Monday morning, you think? Yeah. Oh, gosh. Let me know if you guys are bullish or bearish coming off the weekend. The Iranian nuclear site strikes. How are we feeling, chat? What's up, Never Give Up Trader? Mind Over Matter, JT, Kookie, good morning. What's up, Track? Carlos, Nala, Soné, good morning. Alex, good morning. Nima, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Let me know how everybody is feeling today. How was your weekend? And let me know if you're bullish or bearish today. So far in the chat, we've got over 40% bullish. Actually, not too far off, though. Pretty close between bullish and bearish. Pretty mixed bag. A few of you guys have no clue and are scared. It's okay. Not to be afraid of, boys and girls. It's just the charts. It's just the candlesticks. They're just going to go up or down. We'll do our best to be on the right side if we take anything. What's up? Big dick energy for the USA. I don't know about that. I don't know if I agree with that, but yeah, how's my volume, everybody? Am I good? Am I low? I can turn it up a little bit if need be. Yeah. Let me know if the volume's all right. We'll dive into the charts here. Market just opened up 12 seconds ago, and you know, looking at kind of these higher time frames, obviously we had a big gap down to start the week. So we gapped down, we took out previous weekly low already. So as we kind of scale in here a little bit, to me, we're just in the middle of no man's land at the moment. Obviously, we're back above the new week opening gap. So far today and overnight, we've traded down to the London low. Asia lows are intact still for the moment. And if you are a bear, you're probably looking at this 1 hour BPR right here. The price is most recently traded into, and now we're waiting to see if we end up inversing. I guess we did get an inversion here at the 7 a.m. candle on this hourly. So we'll see how this responds. We have PMI news for 15 minutes into the open. So PMI 945. We have existing home sales at 10 a.m. as well. Yeah, I'm a little bit... I can make a little bit of a case for both directions at the moment, just because it seems like we're in the middle of the range. I don't really hold a strong bias one way or the other. Like, I'm not just like simply bearish just because of the news over the weekend. Although, you know, I could understand that fundamental sentiment if you were. So we will just wait and see how this all shakes out, boys and girls. But goodness, I wouldn't mind seeing price just the way that we traded through that London low. A London high delivery would have made sense to me, but we're dropping heavy here at the open. Let's go ahead and drop it down here. Dropping it low, girls. Dropping it low. Right at the open. Nika, you did say drop that shit. I don't know if you shorted the open or not, but we'll close the poll off, boys and girls. We ended up with a perfect, yeah, it's like 39%, both bullish or bearish. Quite a few of yous are unsure and scared. What's up, Trade Jorno? Dump it, BB. How's the how's the volume, guys? Is the volume good? The volume looks good on my end. Hope it's all right. What's up, Simba? What's going on? Yeah, well, we'll use our way into it this morning. Like I said, for me, I'm not really holding a strong bias at the moment, one way or the other. We'll see. We got news in like 12 minutes. We'll see where this is at. I mean, the reality is, as this starts to trade through these lows, I start to become a little bit more bullish, you know, especially if we were to see price trade through like Asia low. Maybe trade into those previous weekly lows here in regular trading hours. If we just toggle that on here quick. I'm going to, let's see, Thursday. All right, trading back below New York midnight here. Yeah, what a dump here right at the open. Straight down. Straight down here at the open. See, this can end up being a Judas swing for higher. I'm just going to go ahead and mark out the Asia low while I'm here. Asia low. But yeah, man, what a crazy time to be alive, boys and girls. You know, I'm not really too sure how I feel about the strikes on Iran personally over the weekend. Feels like it feels like the U.S. gave in to the demands of Israel, which I don't like. Obviously, we don't want Iran to have a nuclear weapon, but you know, they've been saying Iran's had a nuclear weapon incoming shortly for like 50 years now, so it's like they've been crying wolf for a long time. It's hard to believe anything that it's just hard to believe anything that they say at this point, you know what I'm saying? So, you caught it on camera, Nika? Nice. Yeah, if you caught those shorts actually at the open, I mean, shit. Nice trade, especially if you took it down to the low, New York midnight. Looking like we could maybe see a bounce here. Loud and clear? All right, good. Good. Yeah, everything looks good on my end. If I'm low on your end, boys and girls, you might just have to turn up your volume a little bit. Or stop gooning. That makes a lot of noise. For today, I'm just a watcher still waiting for KYC on my prop account. Oh. When I ran bomb juice. What's up, Nins? Yeah, Stockister. That's unfortunately what it seems like from where I sit as well. Look at this bounce. Market's gone wild. Market's gone wild, boys and girls. Jeesh. So, I mean, yeah, this would be something if we could get this London high. London high delivery, but we're moving fast today. This is 100 points down and 100 points right back up. Strap your nuts to your chest, boys and girls. We might be in for something today. Nobody wants war. I just want to know if I should pay my rent next month. What's the worst that'll happen if you don't? Yeah, all I know is all the Gen Zers. They were, You know, they like to talk all this smack about unk this, unk that. Yeah, that unk shit ain't too funny anymore when the draft comes around. That's all I'm saying. Shit. Have fun at war, boys. I'll be watching from the sidelines. I'll be cheering you on, though. But yeah, man, I'm just waiting on this. I mean, yeah, if you shorted right at the open to the low, I guess there you go. And if you turtle soup the New York midnight and pre-market low sweep here, yeah, I mean, you're sitting pretty. This thing is not wasting any time this morning. Not wasting no time this morning. I would be definitely open to playing this long, though. If market were to grace me with such a opportunity like such, but we'll see. What's up, Chris? Good to see you, man. It's amazing how market often sweep the pre-market high or low in the first few minutes and then reverses first liquidity. Yeah. Yeah, we got news incoming here shortly, boys and girls. News incoming shortly. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys were on the Tradeify TV stream Friday. If you guys caught those shorts Friday, that was what a crazy move. I mean, I got left behind Friday too. Crazy sell-off. I felt like it was a clear direction. Obviously, I mean, it was very lopsided, one-sided on Friday. Like, you know, pre-market after Juneteenth and the bank holiday. So if you guys ended up catching that short, I know that's what I was looking for Friday on the Tradeify TV stream, but it, I mean, if you were waiting for a pullback, it was really not coming. So we'll see, but I don't hate this. I mean, it's just a matter of if we get it or not. My colon tells me it might not be likely, but crazier things have happened. News in like 4 minutes, boys and girls. Oh, thanks, MT. Thanks, Nika. Yeah, I was a little disappointed. That would have been a nice way to end the week. Would have been catching those shorts on Friday, but I didn't have the balls to turtle soup the shorts. I was talking about it. I'm like, if you're aggressive, you're shorting this right now. And then sure enough, me waiting for the non-aggressive entry, get totally left in the dust. Where would your OB be now? What do you mean, Alex? Where would my OB be right now? Where would my order block be? Is that what you're asking me? Where would my order block be? Well, I guess it depends how you want to frame it, but obviously you could look at it as the series of down close candles that took out this low here. You know, especially if you're looking at a 5-minute chart, you got to basically take into account this entire series of down close candles. Or, you know, you could be looking at essentially just this down close candle, this last down close candle here that rated the lows here. You know, for reference, if I was to trade turtle soups more frequently, that is something that I would look for my turtle soup entries. I'm not somebody that, I don't think I would ever truly buy the low as it's being rated without like a clear defined stop. I just don't like putting my stop at a random arbitrary like 20 points, 25 points, something like that. Not that you can't do that, but I like having it somewhat defined by something. So like what I would wait for a turtle soup type of an entry, if I was anticipating that, would be, you know, the very last down close candle that took the low. Once we got to close back above that high of that candle, like right here, you could just market execute along in this example and then put the stop at that low there. So that's how I would play turtle soups. But I'd have to anticipate that beforehand. Like, I have to anticipate that low being ran if we get the reversal. I'm playing it, you know. But yeah, you can see this rejection. Look at this. First 5-minute candle down, next 5-minute candle straight back up. Looks like we kind of want those London highs. But we do have news in 90 seconds, boys and girls. We'll see what the PMI news brings. So hopefully that answers your question, Alex. Yeah, I mean, it just kind of depends how you look at it. Thanks, Carlos. Otapan Pamphim, would you try long? I mean, I would try long, yeah, but it's just you got to be careful about where your entry is and where your stop is because, you know, this price action could pull down into here. You know, so I guess it depends how fancy you want to get with your stop loss and if you're willing to risk putting it up higher and leaving this open. I'm just kind of waiting on the news right now, see what it brings. See what I'm saying? Out of nowhere, we get that move back down, so let's see. We're getting some, yeah, it's starting to jump a little bit here right before the news. Someone also said SMT at the lows, but I did not see the SMT at the lows. I forget who said that, but unless I'm missing something. SMT at the lows. Yeah, where's this mythical SMT at the lows that someone mentioned? To me, it looks the same. Oh, what the fuck? What a retard. Jesus. I'm sitting here looking, I'm like, wow, these charts look exactly the same. What the fuck? Oh my god. Thanks, chat. Never mind. We have SMT at the low. Nice. That's funny. It's Monday, boys. It's Monday. It's Monday. Why are you doing this? Yeah, we'll see if we can play something here. I do like London High. I'll see if we can get something, but oops. ES is much closer to taking that London High out than NQ is at the moment. Do like that we manipulated below into here though, to some extent, right? Hit this BPR. Price just looks like it's in a hurry, if I'm being honest. Well, Nika, tell me you at least closed your shorts and went long. News already came out. News came out at 45, so we're 3 minutes past the news now. We have more news at 10 a.m. Medium impact, existing home sales. Macro is beginning here in like 30 seconds. I think I'm going to try this long off this gap for higher. Keep it light, see if we can get this. It's only like a 1.5 R. As long as London highs stay intact on NQ and ES, I like seeing if I can catch this here. Alright, picked up on this. London high still intact on NQ and ES. Hope it doesn't get too messy and we get a bigger pullback into here, but the way the 5-minute looks, I don't know, it looks pretty strong. 15 as well. If ES takes London high first, I mean, we'll see where we're at. I'd like to probably go break even. I'm not going to close it just because the risk reward won't be that great, most likely, but we'll see if NQ can get there as well. See if this macro can finish the job for me. Yeah, I mean, Jacob, I would have rather have been picked up in a long, obviously down in here, if we would have gotten more of a retracement, I guess. But it looks strong right now. Of course, that'll be the time we get a bigger pullback. I will say if this setup fails, I just like this. This is the gap that we're really close proximity to the London highs. This is the gap above these recent highs. And we've already traded down into this gap down in here on the 2-minute. So to me, I'm kind of just viewing this as like not really having too much of a short-term reason for us to trade back lower until we get to the London highs. But I would say if this idea were to fail, I would look to play like an OT of this leg. Yeah, just going to go break even once ES trades through the London high here, just to kind of be safe. In case NQ wants to, you know, piss in our Cheerios and not make it there. Can't hear me. What do you mean you can't hear me? Don't show clock. Yeah, the clock's on the bottom right. You can see it here. It was just a little redundant having it visible in two places. Hey, you guys are saying my mic volume is low today. I'm not sure why. All right, London high is being taken here on ES. I'm just going to protect the trade to be safe. We'll, you know, put it up a couple points in profit. Cover commissions, but All right, we're gonna hold this. See if NQ can get the London High delivery as well. If not, you know, gave it a shot. It's fine. Yeah, I'm not sure. It looks fine on my end. It must be hard to hear. They're either in Israel or Iran. There's bombs blowing up outside their window. It's hard to hear. I get it. This purple shaded area that we're running into is a 1 hour gap as well, boys and girls. If you're wondering what this is, but get the clock back up there. Bro, you don't have a fucking clock on your computer? Would you not know what time it was if I didn't tell you what the time was? Architect. Yeah, Daniel, I have a video on my YouTube going over how to use NinjaTrader and also Replicanto with TradingView. But if you're asking for just one singular firm, or you just log in to NinjaTrader on the bottom in your trading panel with your credentials. Wolfpack take profit says 21,949 if I want a few extra points of pizza money. We'll see if we even get this delivery. ES is the leader for higher right now. Yeah, I don't know why my mic does look like it's... Is this better? It does look like it's a little low. I don't know why. Yeah, it might be a break-even stop here, boys. I do have my stop in profit a little bit to cover any fees, but yeah, this is why I protected the trade, though. We could SMT this London high and, you know, maybe see a deeper retracement. I'm not sure. Or it'll just come down for a second tap of the gap, and then it'll go without me. That'll just be icing on the cake, but... Yeah, I'm not sure why. Here, I'll try a different... I'll try my headset mic. I just think the quality sounds worse. You guys will have to let me know here. Give me a second. Can't hear nothing? Jesus fuck. Oh, you guys hear me now? Technology, dude. Let me know how this sounds. I'll turn it down. It looks like it's loud as shit. Is this better though? Like volume wise, can you guys actually hear what I'm saying? I'm telling you, dude, this mic is not as good as my other mic, but I'm not sure why it's being low today. I'll have to like maybe disconnect and reconnect it. You guys are never happy. You can hear me breathe? This is oh, hang on. There we go. London High being taken there, boys and girls. There we go. I'll switch it back. Let's see if it's better. Oh my goodness. Let me go ahead and I'll remove this and re-add it quick. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Anyway, boys, type 1s in the chat if you guys caught the longs to the London High. Man, not the sexiest risk reward, only 1.5 R, but 49.50 points. Ended up getting filled on this fair value gap here, and it held. Luckily, we got left in this trade. Sometimes what you'll see is NQ will like retest this gap, and for me, it's got to be a break even, just because it makes sense with the London High already being taken on ES. We'll see where we go from here. But yeah, nice little win there, 1.5 R. So we'll take it. Of course, I could have gotten away with a much tighter stop if I had wanted, but I kind of wanted to include this last impulse completely. So yeah, congrats, boys and girls. Now the Bears want to grab the balls, says the great company. Interesting choice of words. Yeah, I could have got a couple extra points for the pizza money, Wolfpack. I appreciate you looking out. Yeah, Miko, the reason for the stop loss placement was just I wanted to include, to be honest with you, the main thing that I wanted to include was this 930 opening price. If price maybe wanted to come down and test this area one more time, and it would just kind of be like my last line in the sand. But really, my thought process with it was like this 2 minute already had came down, tested this BPR, and then we got a nice rejection and closed back higher. So to me, there was not a reason in the short term for price to come back into this BPR again. So, you know, you could have had a wider stop if you wanted, but was trying to find a nice little happy medium between, you know, putting my stop in a reasonable area, but also not totally screwing my risk reward up completely. I mean, I considered not even taking this trade because the risk reward wasn't super hot, but if you guys are still holding, good luck. We'll see where we go from here. This definitely looks strong. Isn't this something, though? Like, so many people probably came into the market today feeling like price is just going to die, like, especially after this weekend. And it just makes all the more sense from that logic why we would be pushing for higher. And, yeah, we'll see where we go from here, but didn't risk super heavy on that trade. Only did, obviously, 6 micros. So made just under $600 across these accounts. Didn't leave any runners. Of course, the day I don't leave a runner is probably just going to keep frickin' ripping. Three standard deviations of Asia range up here about consequent encroachment of that 1 hour gap. Looks bullish, boys and girls. She looks bullish. Yeah, this is the one day that the chat wasn't overly lopsided bullish today either. Why'd you guys stop now? You guys could have just stayed bullish. The Apex PA grind going how many out of 20 MF? 4, Miko. I haven't really been trading any Apex, like any more evals recently, and I haven't traded my PAs either. So I have been just trying to focus on the Tradeify grind. And get these 5 straight to funded accounts where they need to be. So that's why I'm a little depressed that I missed that move on Friday. That would have been nice. That would have been real nice. This shit is just ripping. What are we let's see. Yeah, everything bounced nicely. Shit. But yeah, looking at this weekly candle, I mean, what's your guys' sentiment for the week? Let me jump up to the weekly. And let me actually please hold. Please hold. Let me go. Yeah, man, like looking at this weekly. I mean, are we feeling higher, chat? Is that what we're feeling for the weekly? Here's my thought process. I talked about this in the Discord a little bit over, I think it was Friday or over the weekend. But I believe personally that we're going to see a June candle closure. I think it makes sense for this weekly to maybe close bullish. And then on the monthly, we're going to have this BPR left. And I just think it would make a lot of sense for then price in July/August to trade back into here. You know, 21,000-ish price range, maybe lower. But for that reason, I can see this weekly candle closing bullish. We'll see. We will see about that. We will see. But yeah, nothing right now anymore. This was the move. Obviously, if you guys are holding runners, let me know in the chat if you guys are holding runners. If you guys are, what is your targets? Are you guys targeting? You could be targeting, I guess, what would this be? Friday high? I don't know if that's... I'd hate to say it's ambitious. It's not ambitious, especially when you look at, like, ES here. I think it looks a lot. Obviously, we created that SMT on Friday with ES, and it's relative equal highs up here at, you know, 60 or 6,070s on ES. I'll have a little bit of FOMO if we are going to go all the way up there because I didn't hold any runners, which would be just fucking sad, but... You kidding me, guys? The day that I don't hold any runners, we take London high and we don't even think about retracing. Gosh. Not even for a second. Oh, well. What's up, trader? J Mark. Good to see you, man. 310 area. You say 22, 310? Yeah. So you're anticipating all of this structure to be traded through. We'll be back at all-time highs damn near. Oh man. So yeah, let's see. Macro is ending here. You know, if this does want to just keep playing for higher, I don't mind taking a couple more attempts. But we'll see if maybe something sets up around like 10:30. I still would like to see price pull back here a little bit. You know, dig down into here on the 5 at least. You know, maybe retest these London highs and then just see price kind of continue for higher. ES about 20 points off of the Friday highs. Yeah, I don't want to turn a winning day into a break-even day or red day, obviously, but if we're getting volatility, I mean, I definitely want to participate if volatility is present, and I think you could frame the draw for higher for buy side pretty clearly at the moment. So we'll see. I'm not obviously going to rush in anything or YOLO longs just because it's pumping a little bit higher here, but just giving you my speculation, thinking out loud. But anywho, Tyler, what are the NinjaTrader credentials with Top Step supposed to allow me to sign in through TradingView like it did with TradeVit? Are the NinjaTrader credentials? Yes. I think that's what you're asking, Daniel. But yeah, it's the same. It's the same credentials for whatever firm you're using, whether it's NinjaTrader or TradeVit. They say successful bombing, but it ain't seen no fireball or massive explosion yet for real, even though it's underground. I'd assume we would see something. What do you mean, Jacob? Friday NQ trade price hit equal lows on your chart, but not mine. I am not sure what you mean, Baka. We should all be looking at the same futures chart. It might only be different because we just had contract rollover. If you are looking at the continuous E-mini chart, the NQ1, and maybe you don't have the adjustment on or something like that, that'd maybe be the only reason. Or maybe if you're on the June contract still. But otherwise, we should all be looking at the same. We should all be looking at the same prices and structure. Yeah, 5 big booms for Iran. Yeah, it's crazy, chat. It is crazy. That's why I said I don't know how to feel about it. Because I don't know what to believe. I really, like I've told you guys before, I have a hard time trusting the government, any government, including our own. And, you know, I don't buy the narrative that, you know, they've been saying Iran was weeks away from a nuclear weapon for literally decades now. So it's like, okay, are we just going to keep running the same? Are we going to keep running the same tape here over and over? Oh, hang on. I gotta tend to the dog here. BRB. All right, we're back. What did I miss? So anyway, oh, you guys hear me? Oh yeah, we're good. Yeah, so I don't know how to feel about it. I feel like I just feel like Israel has too much control over our government, and it just feels also like we gave in to their demands. So I don't like that. But obviously, if what they say is true, and they were close to a nuclear weapon, obviously we don't want that either. So I understand that. Don't get me wrong, I do understand that. It's just I don't know what I can believe to be true or not. Is the moral of why I feel a little torn about it. Because here's what I think. I think this leads to like more war in the future. They say it's not a regime change war, but like this is just phase 1. So I feel like it's on the horizon. You know? But I guess we'll see. I mean, it's out of my control. Yeah, I mean, Israel shouldn't have any nukes either. Yeah. Yep. We'll see if he pulls through. I mean, in the Don, we gotta trust at this point, boys. What's our alternative option? Right? Maybe we're cooked. Maybe. Someone had a $700 trade running. I don't even remember going long before weekend. What? We might be cooked. Yeah, what did his campaign take? Like $250 million almost from AIPAC? Yeah, it really is as easy. You know, if you want to kind of look where the alliances are, it's like just look where the money is going. Money really does make the world go around, don't it? Man, this thing is just pumping. Yeah, it's always easy to do this though as a trader, ain't it? It's always easy to do this. Oh man, look what I could have had. You know? Can't get greedy. Can't get greedy. Easier said than done though. I mean, look at us go. Look at us go. But anyway, yeah, so the logic for me here is basically going to be, especially on ES, I mean, I could see a world where ES runs these highs out and then NQ doesn't quite get there. And we leave that for later. But I mean, this would just be awesome if, you know, we trade up here, we leave a high, we can trade back down, you know, to like equilibrium of the range possibly, and then see price continue maybe in like PM session even. But I don't know, this could just keep ripping. Never say never, boys and girls. We'll delete this for now. Don't need it. And let's go ahead and yeah. So let's see here. We got 10:30 incoming in like 10 minutes. Patiently waiting for now. Caught a 1.5 R to the London highs, up a little bit on the day. It sounds like a lot of you guys were as well, so yeah, if you guys are holding runners, I'm a little jealous. I'm a little jealous of you guys holding runners. Go figure. Exactly, Ali. Yeah, who'd have thought? You just drop some bombs and get the general public thinking that World War III is on the horizon and markets soar. But you know, for all we know, this could just be manipulation for something later too as well. So that's the beauty of not being married to Nancy Pelosi, boys, is we don't know all the inside secrets. Trump reduced the middle risk. Iran has no bargaining chips at this point. Yeah, but I think what the detail that some people are overlooking is they're not looking into, they're just seeing Iran as bad. And I'm not saying they're not bad. They're just saying Iran's bad. They chant death to America, all this stuff. But they're also assuming that Israel is completely innocent. I just don't believe Israel is innocent, and I believe that this doesn't stop with destroying their nuclear facilities. I really don't. I think Israel now just has more of a clear path to get their way, which is a full-blown regime change. And it's a little bit freaky that, you know, obviously the United States did what they did, and they are... See, now the problem is now is like if there's a false flag, it is going to make sense that it's blamed on Iran now more than it was before, because think of the narrative. The narrative is going to be that they're retaliating because we blew up their nuclear facilities. So how easy would it be for a false flag to take place on behalf of Israel, and they say, oh, it's Iran, and then we just take on Iran with overwhelming force. And dude, honestly, let's just call a spade a spade. If you're from the Middle East, in the last 25 years, you've just been getting molested by the United States. Bro, I'd fucking hate America too. You know? Listen, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy like most of you watching. All I can do is speculate. I do trade live most days, Gonzalo. Yes. I will be live. I will be live every day this week. I was very much so looking forward to this week. Last week was Last week was a little bit of an odd week just because we had FOMC Wednesday. We had Juneteenth on Thursday. And then Friday was quad witching. So, I mean, last week was just an odd week. And then this week we have red folder news every single day. Obviously, we've got a little bit of wartime news as well, fueling some movements here. But yeah, no, I'm excited for this week. Hope you guys are as well. A little bit disappointed. Obviously, Tradeify was down over the weekend. I was really looking forward to the new things that they had rolling out. If you guys saw, I'll pull up the Discord. If you guys saw the announcement today, unfortunately, where is it? There we go. Yeah, the updates that they were working on over the weekend decided not to move forward with a new tech system for now. Reverted back to our old original site as you know it. During the transition, we ran into an unexpected issue, made the call to avoid any error in user experience. Your accounts and data are safe, staying right where they are. We've learned a lot from the process. We'll take time to plan smoother transition in the coming weeks. So, looks like it's on the way still. I was, after it being down all weekend, though, I was kind of like looking forward to seeing it all today. But it looks like we'll have to wait a couple weeks. Did you see where Top Step stopped offering Tradeivate accounts? I did. Yeah. I did. I mean, we've already talked about this for a while now. I mean, they are looking to become a brokerage. They're looking to take everything in house. Even some of their like employees or whatever that work for corporate people have shared like their LinkedIn profiles where they've kind of changed their name to like I don't know, something to do with a brokerage at Top Step. So yeah, that's been in the works for a while. I mean, it's the biggest reason why it sounds like they also did what they did with the affiliate program is because they're working on becoming a broker. They're trying to create their own monopoly essentially. Whether you think that's good or bad, I'll leave that up to you. But they want everything in house from the moment somebody starts trading with evals, or once they transition to live, they essentially want to capture the entire lifespan of a trader at any point. So, I would imagine that's all part of the process. And then in the meantime, there'll probably just be Project X, and then I think there's some Rhythmic for now, but those will probably go away. You're probably grandfathered in, obviously, if you have those accounts already. But yes, I did see that. Do you still believe in Top Step as a legit firm? I mean, I guess I wouldn't say that they're not. Yeah, it'd be foolish of me to say that they're not. Obviously, I have my ill will towards them at this point a little bit, but that is, aside from that, I'm not gonna, I gotta be realistic, and they're still legit. They're legit until proven otherwise. They're just doing, it's just interesting moves that they're making, right? Interesting way that they've kind of maneuvered and handled relations with people in-house, but also, the transition here to becoming a brokerage is interesting as well. But I think, I don't know. I can't speculate too much, I guess, It's not my company, and they're making decisions off of information that I don't have, so. USA bombed. Oh, what's going on here? Zesto's getting pissed. I love when you guys get all angry in the chat. It's awesome. You guys fight with each other. No, Gonzalo, I do not. If you guys have any questions, strategy related, I always try to answer them just here on YouTube on the live stream. I do have a free Discord. Feel free to hop in that. But no private groups. Tell Tradify to give a better discount code. Listen, they got some stuff in the works. They well, I can't even. I'm not even supposed to say anything. Hang on. Let me reread this. Let me see if I can say anything without giving anything away. What can I say? It's okay. It's not, well, it's not discount related. I mean, maybe that will be part of it, but it's not discount related. But there's going to be 2 positive changes coming soon. Sorry, it's all I can say. It's all I can say. I can't. Yeah, I'll get in trouble if I can't say too much. Okay, I'll get spanked. Brett Simba will punish me. The day you had to go play golf, I watched Tanya, and it was awful. She took 4 losses. I mean, that's trading, man. We all have ugly days like that. I have my ugly days too. I have my ugly days too, and that was a fuck day. Just again, I'm not trying to listen. I'm never gonna defend no one. Everyone makes their own decisions when you're in these markets. But I mean, that was the day before FOMC. It was seek and destroy most of the morning, and yeah, I picked a great day to play golf. Great day to play golf. Which is ironic because I was thinking, oh god, I'm like I'm gonna be not able to trade because I'm gonna be golfing, and I'm like, it's just gonna be like the most beautiful price action ever. And it to my pleasure, it was definitely a day to be avoided. So I was happy about that. It's not a bad thing. It's just that you guys have no idea what's going on and you just support Israel blindly. Oh, what the fuck, you guys? What is going on in the chat? I need like the AI live chat summary right now, so AI can just tell me what I missed. I'm not gonna go back and read all these. But Sesto, if you're talking to me, I don't know if you're talking to me or someone else. Answer my question. What peaceful things did Israel do in the Middle East? I'm not defending Israel. I've very much done the opposite. If you're talking to me, I don't know if you're yelling at somebody else in the chat or not, but I see you're just going off on something. But yeah, no, I don't support Israel. I mean, technically I do. I pay my taxes and my tax money gets sent to them, but it's not my decision. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, dude, when Trump addressed the nation on, what was that, Saturday night? And of course, at the end, he goes, God bless Israel. Oh my God. No. I get it, guys. I know it's, dude, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. The thing is like, I still believe it's the better of the alternative 2 choices that we had from a cultural perspective. You know, even if you're just looking at that alone. But it's, you know, the thing is, it seems like AIPAC has way too much influence over our government, right or left. Like, I think the issue here is not a right or a left issue. Like, it's much deeper and wider than just Democrat versus Republican at this point. What's up, Mad Buyer? You are a little bit late. We were Mad Buyers, and now I'm a Mad Buyer because I apparently took profit too early because I could have caught a little bit more of the move, but that's all right. That's all right. Sound like quite a few people were holding in the chat. So, but yeah, crazy volatility really at the open here. We had 100 points straight down, literally 100 points straight back up in the next 5 minutes, and you know, London high was a very clear defined short-term low-hanging fruit target, and now we're just waiting to see if we want to see maybe like ES trade towards these Friday highs, previous weekly highs of last week as well. So we'll see. We'll see. 1034, 1035 here, and obviously leaving behind a 15-minute gap here as well. So, you know, if I were to continue engaging in longs, I would just like to see maybe a little bit of retracement. Obviously, ES showing more relative strength here. We trade down into this gap, and now we're seeing price respect it for now, but I'd like to see a deeper drive down here. Maybe we'll get something around the macro 11 a.m. Or maybe I'll just have to walk away with, you know, a little bit of green on the day. So that's fine too. You know, I definitely want to be selective with what my next trade is going to be. I don't want to just, you know, keep blindly longing and hope we just keep going higher. Would like to see some manipulation here. How did you grow your channel? I don't know. Great question. I guess people just either thought I was funny or thought I was the best trader ever they've ever seen, ever. And that was pretty much it. Live streaming helped. You know what's crazy is I think what's crazy is TikTok is still my favorite, or not my favorite. It's my biggest platform. I will say this: it's a lot easier to grow on TikTok than it is on YouTube. YouTube's actually a grind. YouTube's tough. Definitely the first option. Fuck you guys. No, I'm just kidding. Did he go into jail? World War III is happening and noodles cost $3. Yeah, some people think I'm cute. Yep. I have been trading. I say I've been trading for like 5-6 years. I got introduced to trading technically probably like 8 years ago, but I didn't really stick with it. You know, my first introduction to trading, I didn't stick with it at all. Obviously I didn't know anything about charts or markets or anything. I just remember, you know, looking at a chart, being confused as shit, but I put like a few $100 into a trading account, and my buddy would like send me some trade signals, and he would just say, all right, because I'm using MetaTrader, right? So he would just give me literally buy, or, you know, buy by market or limit order or whatever. It was stop loss and TPs, and I would like just put those in. I remember I was just taking those trades that he told me to take. I blew up the account, and then I got involved in crypto in like 2017. And then I kind of just took a break from trading altogether until late 2019, going into 2020, right before COVID. And kind of at that time was when I was like, okay, I'm going to learn how to day trade and start taking it serious. So I guess officially I would consider like late 2019, early 2020 is when I like actually started trading, because I wasn't even taking it serious before then. So I guess whatever amount of time that is. Yeah, I used to trade Forex. I don't anymore. Don't they ban traders on TikTok live? I think so. I think when you're live and like showing charts and trades, I've heard that is a thing. I don't know. I've never done it. Yeah, TikTok was just like teaching, you know, models and concepts, and then like trade recaps essentially is all I've ever used it for. But it's hard to like, everything gets taken out of context on TikTok. Long form and YouTube is definitely the way to go. If you're you know what I mean? If you're trying to learn from somebody or something, it's you're missing a lot of context with everything being short form. What's up, Hamid? I'm good. How are you? Are you aware of the new biggest update on Tradeify? Yep. Well, partially, yeah. Stay tuned, boys and girls. That's all I can say. I'm sorry. That's all I can say. Just stay tuned. But all good things. All good things. And if you guys want, right now, 30% off Tradeify accounts. Use code Tyler. Much appreciated, boys and girls. What do you suggest I do because it's constant? Nobody believes in me. Nobody believes in you? Well, I would say you have to become undeniable. Nobody should believe in you until you show them that they should believe in you. Does that make sense? Nobody believes in anybody until they, you know, have a reason to. So there's no handouts when it comes to that stuff. You just gotta become undeniable. Yeah, and also, I mean, if you're online trying to convince people that you're like God's gift to trading, it's just a waste of time. Like, I'm telling you, from somebody that's been streaming now for a year, or coming up on a year, I have literally heard about everything you could hear. I've heard when I like literally just last week, some guy was on my stream and saying, I took a loss and then I took a win and I was green, and he literally was saying how I sucked as a trader when I lost, and then I won and he said I got lucky. Yeah, it's just fun. Like, it's just a pointless game to play. Like, I'm a bad trader today because I didn't hold for more of this move, right? Oh, Tyler, you suck at trading. Haha, you didn't hold for more. You could have held for more. You know what I mean? Or if I would have, let's just say hypothetically, I got out here, or no, let's say I didn't get out here. Let's say I was like holding for a bigger runner and then it reversed. They'd say the exact opposite. They'd say, oh my God, what a dumbass. We literally hit the London high and he didn't get out of his trade and it reversed against him. He made no money. Like, you see what I'm saying? It's just a cherry picking palooza when it comes to, it's a cesspool of keyboard warriors that no matter what you do, they've already made up their mind that they don't like you and they're going to find something to shit on. So, you know, it's a little bit of a toxic relationship, but you just got to focus on your shit, man. Focus on your own stuff. And at the end of the day, I mean, all I want to do with this live stream, obviously, I am hoping that I am adding value to some people over time. I mean, the reality is if I added zero value, nobody would have ever showed up. You know what I mean? Nobody would continue showing up if there was never any value. And I don't sit here and claim to be like the best trader that knows everything all the time. And I do get it wrong. I mean, it is what it is. I'm just trying to be transparent, honest. You know, I have nothing to sell you. I don't have any reason for you to believe like I'm the best, so you can buy my course or whatever the fuck. And to me, the trading community doesn't need any more of that, to be honest. Hindsight warriors, everybody teaching everything in hindsight, looking like a genius. Like, if you're really a good trader, fucking, can you do it live? If you can't do it live, then shut the fuck up. That's my opinion. But it's dude, trying to spend your life trying to impress other people, especially in the trading space. I mean, good fucking luck. You're never gonna make everyone happy. But I try to add value and you know, make the stream fun and entertaining for, you know, the people that are here with good intentions. And then my guilty pleasure is trolling the ones that are simply here to troll. I try to troll them back. I try to out troll the trolls. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Friendly rivalry. Can you link any broker to Ninja Trader? Can you link any broker to Ninja Trader? Any broker? I don't know about any broker. I'm just gonna safely assume that you can't do any broker, because I guess I don't know what you're including in all of that. But yes, you can include most brokers. It's all relative. The absolute is you are the best there is. It's all relative. The absolute is you are the best there is. I mean, ETN, I think you're grandfathered in if you already had an account. You just probably can't get new ones. Just don't lose that account. Or don't cancel it if you really want to keep it. We are SMTing this high, guys. With NQ, we might actually see this sell-off now. Let's see. A lot more weakness on ES. Ain't that funny how that works? ES is stronger when it's going higher. It's weaker when it's going lower. I mean, what the fuck? Come on. What's up, Payush? Oops. Well, let's see here, boys and girls. Basically just hanging out here to see what this 11 a.m. macro might do. Does a guy dare risk it trying to short this back down into the range a little bit around the 11 a.m. macro is the question. Because I might just be crazy enough to do it. I might not be. I might not be, but I might also be. You know what I mean? We'll see. We'll see how good it looks if anything sets up, but maybe. Maybe. Would like a long... Yeah, I mean, I still want to play more upside too, but I need to see, you know, bare minimum, I need to see manipulation like below these internal lows in here. I am a little bit more skittish of the shorts, especially shorting NQ, because now we've totally flipped relative strength, and it's like ES is going to be trading into obviously these lower gaps for NQ. And I would just hate a scenario where like NQ doesn't get there, ES does, and then, you know, we get quickly ran out. But he's streaming with a blink. What is a blink? Do you consider to be more blink show? I don't know what that is. Streaming with a blink. Like cars in a garage, fake money. I mean, I don't think he has fake money. I think he has real money. A lot comes from affiliate money, obviously. But he's honest about it, so I mean, I can't. I mean, I make affiliate money too. I can't be hypocritical. I don't agree. Like he makes so much affiliate money that he's able to really turn and burn trading accounts, which I don't agree with that as like a philosophy. It's profitable for him, I would say, but I just don't see the. It just seems a little bit immoral to kind of like you showcase that in front of an audience of people that clearly can't afford to, you know, burn accounts like he goes through because they don't make the affiliate money that he makes. So I just feel like it's a dangerous, slippery slope for people that watch that because, you know, you watch that long enough, you're going to fall into the same habits. But hey. I guess it's their choice at the end of the day. I did see that, Michael. I saw that he, a buddy of mine sent me a Snapchat of him just like longing endlessly as price was just dying on Friday. Everyone loves a good crash out. Macro is starting here. We are trading up into this gap. I mean, if you're a risky guy and you want to short this, SMT, fair value gap, 11 a.m. macro. I don't know, dude. Not sure how I'm feeling about trusting these yet, but I mean, in terms of confluence here with time and price, it's probably about as good as you're going to get. Most likely, we'll see. I'm just being really selective here with my next trade that I take just because I'm already green on the day. So it's like I'm not as mad about missing the short here because it's more of a counter trend trade. And even if I were to miss this and I could reposition later for longs again, I'd be more comfortable with that, I feel like. But yeah, if you guys are shorting this right now, good luck. Good luck. I'm going to sit this this entry out. Flat as Trump's. Yeah, no, I agree with you completely, Darren. I'm not gonna be as upset missing the shorts because it would just be framing an easier long for me a little bit later on. So not that I'm against shorting this, I just think it's a little bit riskier, especially with ES being so much weaker. Now we're digging into bullish PD arrays, and I don't know, this displacement lower wasn't like super convincing for me. So I'm trying to just err on the side of caution a little bit at the moment, being already up a little bit on the day. Trader makes 20K in 2 minutes, yeah. That was Tyler Jacobs who sent me that. Do you require a liquidity sweep for entries? Yeah. I would say so. I would say so. That's why before going long again, I would like to see price trade below some short-term lows, which we're seeing on ES currently, but how do you find your daily bias? How do I find my daily bias? What a great question. I feel like I don't have a one-size-fits-all answer for that. But here's what I'll say. What I will say is I always start off on the higher time frames, 1 hour, 4 hour daily. And I'm just looking at, obviously, where price has gone. And based on that and what we're holding, respecting in terms of order flow, where we're likely to go next. So daily bias going into today, for example, might not be the best day. It's Monday. But if you just look at like this formation of price here this morning, when I got on the stream, I did say that I was a little bit neutral until price rated this low and then started this retracement back up here at 9 or after 9:30 opening bell. And we're flipping bullish with London highs still intact. We had already taken out London lows. And we'd already taken out previous weekly low last night when price opened up. We gapped down, took out previous weekly low. So to me, this was looking like we've taken out sell side. We are flipping bearish PD arrays, aka this new week opening gap. Flip that. And we're respecting bullish order flow here. So sometimes my daily bias, sometimes I'll have a loose daily bias and I'll let price action tell me what it wants to do after open. Obviously, I'm usually not looking to trade at open anyway. But really, it's just what are we doing when we take out important areas of liquidity? When we take out previous weekly low, previous weekly high, previous daily low, session lows, are we displacing through them, right? Or are we wicking them and then closing back above that low or below that high on the higher time frames? Because if we're doing that, then that tells me that that's a liquidity sweep, and we're probably looking to target opposing liquidity, right? So, again, not the best one-size-fits-all answer, but the easiest answer for me to give on that is I'm looking for what the next draw on liquidity is, and I'm trying to identify the power of 3 for the hour that I'm trading in that session. Getting the sell-off here from this gap, if you guys did take this, like I said, I was sitting this one out. But we did frame this up. And I said if you were feeling, you know, a little bit risky, a little bit promiscuous, you could have been maybe looking there. SMT, macro, fair value gap, reason for price to rebalance. It might be a decent break even right now if you did take that, just because we are trading through this low. I mean, obviously you can do whatever the hell you want. I'm not in this, but pretty clean move though, as it's playing out so far. Into the 5 and 15 minute gap here. We'll see how far this wants to drop. Only reason you didn't take this because we didn't take out the high. We did take out the high. That's what this SMT came from. So NQ took out the high here at 10:45, literally right at a new 15-minute candle. So new 15-minute candle opened up, took out the high, and now we see price changing delivery here. 5-minute. Got the change in the state here at the beginning of the macro. Wicked up, retested this order block. I mean, I don't know. It's not. It was pretty clean setup. If you were willing to put the risk on for it. Not significantly high enough, yeah. That's understandable. Yeah, we'll see, Xavi. That's kind of my thought process here as well. Likely a rebalance, I would think, for higher, whether that's later today. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't really think that we will see like the 6,070s on ES today necessarily. Never say never, but I could absolutely see this rebalance and then we trade back to the AM session high. You know what I mean? Yeah, anybody in the shorts here from this 1 minute gap? Let me know who was feeling risky enough to short this. Let me know, chat. Let me know, chat. Or if you guys are sitting it out waiting for possible longs. Like I said, I think it's a logical break-even spot here, but I don't want to influence anybody that is in the trade from doing something that they don't want to do just because I said so. So because I'm not in it, I'll try to hush up. Reverse your long at the SMT. Yeah. Logical. You can start to see this. It's coming up kind of quick here. 3 minute gap. Will it hold? 5 minute looks sharp. 3 minutes left on this 5 minute candle. And wow, we are at 11 a.m. already. So new hourly candle here. Hourly gap left on ES. Below the previous hour low. Right at that London high. Who knows, dude? Maybe this will be we'll see. But hear me out though. I'll happily take a short if we see this like just take out New York AM session high. And then we get like a similar move lower, you know, with some displacement, some bearish PD raise. I'd feel a lot more confident about that. That kind of a short at this point, because to me, this rebalance is short-lived. You know what I mean? We haven't rebalanced the discount of the range yet, so I do think there is still lower to go here. Overall, but we might see this New York AM session high first. I'm just thinking out loud here, boys and girls. Can FVGs hold more than once? Yeah. NQ is looking like it's going straight for this New York AM session high right now. Ended up inverting this 3 minute gap. Man. Sheesh. You know what I mean, chat? feel it now, Mr. Krabs? Art thou feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Gosh, it's a little tempting to want to just like scalp long right into this New York game session high, but I feel like I should save my longs for an actual rebalance to discount. Does that make me a pussy? Chat. This is what I'm feeling. It doesn't? Okay. That's good. I was a little bit worried that maybe it did. Because I tell you what, I definitely like, I would like a short from here if we got that delivery here first. I think this looks likely. Could be proven wrong here shortly. But that's the risk you run when you're longing in a premium. Yeah, so we'll stay patient. But yeah, man, a little bit risky business here. If you hadn't gone break even at this low being taken, you're probably a little nervous right now. We've all been there. Probably a little nervous right about now. I like SAM session high though. If I was a betting man, I'm not saying I'm not. I'm also not saying I am. I like this New York AM high. Look at the 15-minute. What do I think? Yeah, the 15-minute. We hit the 15-minute gap, and this thing is coming back up pretty quick. But again, I just don't think we've. I don't think we've seen the rebalance, in my opinion, that is going to, you know, take us all the way to like these highs up here yet. Maybe I'm wrong, but I would like to see a little bit deeper of a dig, especially given the fact that, you know, even on this hourly, we just totally left this gap open here on ES as well. Perfect equal lows. Yeah, so I think there's reason we could see lower. Oh, Motro, did you look for your long or what? Get left behind? Kind of want to just see this New York AM high get ran. It's getting a little bit late in the morning, obviously. But this is just to give you guys a little heads up here of what I'm looking for anyone that's interested. All I'm going to be looking for going into the rest of the day is going to be, if I'm going to be going long, it's likely going to be after a deeper retracement. But I'm also not opposed to going short once this AM high is taken. If, again, we were to set up some bearish PD arrays for lower after the fact. But yeah, it is macro is ending here, 11 a.m. Kind of thought this, we'll see if it does it here in the next like 5 minutes. That is what I'll be looking for, boys and girls. Let's do a quick P&L check. I mean, not bad for a Monday, though, huh? Everybody came into the market today thinking it was just going to tank because of the news and stuff over the weekend, but here we are, pushing price up. Let me know how you guys did today, green, red, or flat. I am just sitting up 576 and 60 cents, perfectly even, perfectly copy traded. Not even 10 cents of difference. Perfect uniform copy trade execution. Chef's kiss. But yeah, I caught this 1.5 R to the London high on the NASDAQ this morning. Those of you guys that, if you weren't here, but in the 10 a.m. macro. And apparently I should have left some runners. Because by golly gosh, we went up another like freaking 70 points. Oh well. Oh swell. I'm gonna just sit here and watch at least. I want to see the end of this 15-minute candle here, because this would be interesting if we leave a little, if we end up making a swing high here. But you guys know what I'm looking for going forward. A lot of flats, a lot of greens. A lot of flats, a lot of greens. Straight to funded stressing you out. Hey, Nika, I get it. I get it, Nika. You guys are no stranger to. You guys are no stranger to how it's been a little bit of a battle, even for me in the month of June. So. Pride Month. Do I? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, chat? What do you do? I don't know, boys. Might leave this swing high after all on the 15. Huh. Come on, AM high. Go run that shit. I just want to see it at this point. Here we go. Last minute of the 15. The background music is just Stream Beats by Harris Heller. Can I show you guys that? Some people like it, some people hate it. But yeah, it's all just stream beats by Harris Heller. Copyright free. I can't really, I'll be honest, I can't really hear the music too much. I don't know how much you guys can hear from your end, but try not to keep it overbearing. Just a little elevator music to soothe our souls while we're in drawdown. Right, chat? I don't know about you guys, but whenever I'm not streaming and if I'm listening to like real music, you know, like actual music, it's a superstition for me at this point, but all trades, if they're like in nice profit, the moment I put on music, like an actual song, it will immediately go against me. I mean, that thing could be 99% to TP, and if I put a song on, it just immediately reverses. It's kind of like the Hawk Tua girl. Just everything goes to shit. Dude, I'm trying to just see this AM high get ran here. If we don't get in the next couple of minutes, which looking like a decent possibility, we're probably just gonna hop off stream here. But you guys know what I'm looking for both what I want to see for shorts, what I want to see for longs. I'm just really not interested in longing up here anymore. And I would say if we take out this AM high, I really start to like shorts a lot more as well. Now, doesn't mean that we're going to get it like right away. We're going to be moving into New York lunch here in 45 minutes. And then PM session, obviously starting at 1:30. But yeah, I don't know. I got no complaints for the day. Never going to complain about being green, so could be worse. Antonis, I tried. I don't know. This was the only entry I could frame up, and I didn't take it myself because I just wasn't super confident in it. And even if I had taken it, it would have not amounted to anything because I would have been break even here. So I would have just missed out that break even. I went to partial here or anything because I would have been holding for lower. So even if I had taken this, I, would have just been break even stop. So it really wouldn't have mattered. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, I'm totally in agreement. I think the Bulls are in control for the moment. These market makers want to see higher for now. How do you frame the rest of the week from Monday? What would you look for tomorrow? Does it depend on how we close tonight? Yes, exactly, stock. So I don't try to look too far ahead. Obviously, as we get more information and data, it's easier because like the thing is every night. So at nighttime, I basically look at how the daily closed. I look at how we opened up. So usually, I don't know, before I go to bed, I take one last little peek at the charts. I'm looking at the hourly. I'm looking at the 4 hour, the daily, and I'm trying to just get a gauge on like, okay, what could maybe happen while I'm sleeping, like during London. And I try to like frame up like, oh, if this happens, then I think we're probably looking at, this as the draw or whatever. But I could wake up for New York AM session and London session did something totally different or moved a lot or whatever. And I have to totally reevaluate. So I try not to look too far ahead for that reason, because from one session to the next, the bias could change. So we'll take it day by day. However, if we're just looking at the hourly here, obviously this is day one of the week and we still have PM session to print. So, if PM session, gosh, if PM session sells off really hard, hypothetically, I'm not anticipating this, but anything's possible, right? Like if we were to just totally sell off and get back below like this area, oh boy, then I really think you gotta start heavily considering lower draws. Obviously, Asia low was left open today. But until then, you know, I'm just looking for that next draw. And to me, based on the information present, it looks like ES is drawing towards the 6,070s in these equal highs up here. That's what it looks like to me. So as the week progresses, maybe it'll look different. But for now, that's where my eyes are looking. And yeah, it looks like we're just kind of like accumulating in here right now. So 15-minute swing high was created here. We just kind of traded above this 15-minute high. I mean, if this just goes all the way back down here, well, then that's that. But we'll see. You guys know what I'm looking for, though. Looking at the chat, 100, a little over 100 votes here on the P&L check. Mostly green or flat, I guess. So yeah, guys, we'll take it one day at a time. Congrats if you guys are walking away green on the day. I'm walking up a little green myself, so happy about that. Happy about that. Payush, stay tuned. You never know. I might pull up on you. That's the thing. So, all right, guys. Hey, appreciate you just for showing up. Like the stream before you go. Congrats if you guys are green. And hey, I will see you guys later on. Peace and love, everybody. Enjoy your Monday.
Our tree sits at his desk, coffee in hand. The NASDAQ charts on his screen, he's in command. He's a day trader, chasing dollars and dreams. Using ICT concepts, he's got some tricks up his sleeves. From Fibonacci retracements to volume spread analysis, Tyler knows the smart money. He's gaining an advantage. He watches the market like a hawk in the sky. With every tick and every turn, he's catching the high. Running with the smart money, kicking up dust. Tyler trades a day trader you can trust. Dancing with the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire. With the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire.